All right. So today we're discussing the Ascent trip and all the new promotions coming up and some of the things that David and I and some of your other diamonds and doctors are going to be doing for everyone in the group. And so that's what we're discussing today. This is the 6th of May. I hope you all had a happy Cinco de Mayo yesterday. I was in a plane all day. But anyway, so one of the things with all the new promotions coming up is it's going to be really exciting. And they have even more exciting things coming up in August or September also. And I've never seen, I honestly can say that I don't think I've ever seen Alan Noble and or Danny be as excited about what's here and what's coming up, because they really did put in some new ideas. They got them to the advisory council. Everybody in the advisory council thought they were great. So corporate listened. They are really a step up team at this point. When you've got Scott and Frank and then the new IT guy who we talked to at length for about 30 minutes or so at least, we talked to him, and he was telling us all the updates and how many changes and how many things they had started, never completed, and left them in the system to mess up the system. So he's in the process of clearing out everything and creating new stuff for us. So he's really doing a good job. He's had a lot of experience with network marketing companies, Etsy and Walgreens, I think, were some of the places that he's worked before for years. And so he has a lot of IT experience. So I'm really very hopeful about having him in. And that's what one of the things Scott did as he first got in. He started clearing out, as Alan Noble calls it, dead wood. But some of the people who weren't living up to their potential in ASEA as far as corporate goes, and maybe not producing what they were supposed to be producing and getting on as fast as they did. So he's had to let go quite a few people to clear it out and to really step forward and start moving much, much faster. And they are responding amazingly. So we were just all very grateful when we were there and telling them how much we appreciate everything they've listened to. And I know it seems like it's been a little bit slow, but they started this over a year ago, and they just had to get everything right and correct. I mean, the upgrade for getting us from being in a preferred customer to associate has been done since February, but they had to make sure everything was correct in it before they put it all out. So anyway, they've been working really hard. Everything's about to go, which I'm very excited about. And so because of the promotions, we want to get as many people in the pipeline, and we'll go into that in a second, as we can. And so with that in mind, this isn't just for new people. This could be for associates who haven't done anything in years, or for associates who have kind of gone inactive that you might want to get in touch with, because everybody on June 1st are going to get these 20% off promotions. And that they are very excited about, because other companies have done that, and it's not a new product. So this could really get our sales and volumes up a great deal, because if you've got something to talk about, if it's easy for me to call Lisa Dobbins and say, hey, Lisa, I've got several people looking at this, and you've kind of been playing around with this a little bit, but you're going to get 4 promotions also, or if she's new. But I happen to have been given 4 promotions, and I need to use them within 21 days. And I've got lots of people looking at this, but I'd really like you to have this 20% off promotion for your first order. Would you be interested in looking at the stuff that we have, or some of the videos, or the information, and getting back to me and make a decision about this? So this is a really good way to get people moving faster. And anybody new coming in will be able to say that same thing, promotions, And we really believe that this will be a game changer in getting people to step up and into kind of getting moving faster if they're going to, with a 21-day expiration date on their promotions, but calling their really best friends and saying, Daniela, you know, I just got into this company. They've given me 20% off promotions. This product is extraordinary, and I'd really like you to look at this and be able to give you this 20% off. Would you take a look at it? Because it needs to be done in a certain time frame. Anyway, so if you can see the power of that and the duplication, you teach your team to do that. And then when they get their new associates in, they teach their team to do that. And it continues to trickle down. And so we're constantly having new people coming in with these promotions that they are able to reach out to their best friends and say, I'd really like to give you 20% off on this. You know, can you look at this material quickly? Because this needs to be done in a certain time frame. And the power of it is just wonderful, basically. So, Diane, you have a question?
Yes, sorry, Debbie. I don't know where my head was, but I missed the very beginning. So how does someone like myself get these 4 20% off ticket codes?
On June 1st, everyone's going to get them who's an associate.
So just regardless, we're just going to get them no matter.
Yeah, just so that's why we want people to start going into the inactive people that you've got and say, listen, ASEA's putting this brand new thing together. Our product's better than ever. We've gotten more science. We have more proof that this works. You're going to be getting 4 promotion codes that you'll be able to give to your friends. Is that something that interests you? Is that something that you'd like to talk to us about? How to get people interested and then give them a promotion code when they first get started. And the promotion code can be used on up to 400 points. If they get the entrepreneur pack, they don't put a promotion because you already get a huge discount on the entrepreneur pack. This only goes for 400 points or below.
And that's just for associates, not existing preferred customers.
Correct. If you're a preferred customer, you don't get the promotion codes. But however, if they switch to being an associate, they get the codes right away.
Excellent.
Yes. So everyone can get them if they switch to associates. We're not trying to get everyone to switch to associates. We still need customers, but but some people this will interest and they'll want to get moving. So yes, Rosie.
I thought that it's only for active associates. So if it's an inactive associate, they don't automatically get the 4 codes.
All right. Anybody else that ASEA hear that? I didn't.
I'm gonna go grab my notes. I think everyone. So
everyone. They said everyone too.
Every associate. So if you've got associates in your group that haven't been active, this is a good way to reach out and tell them
what I understood too.
All
associates.
In the mastermind call last week,
if they're suspended, they probably won't get them.
Right.
Okay. All right.
But there was an emphasis on activating everybody this month so that June 1st, people were active. That's what I heard. So,
That's what I understood as well.
That's what you understood, Pearl?
They have to be in active status in order to receive the codes.
Okay.
And I think there was a question about the preferred customer. We can enroll the preferred customer and have them get the promotional code. They can get the promotional pricing. They just don't get the codes themselves. But we can enroll the preferred customer.
Once they become an associate, they do get the promotional codes.
Right. Yeah. But we can use our codes as associates to start a new preferred customer and give them the bonus, give them the savings.
Do that too.
They just don't get the codes.
Well, they will when they become an associate. Okay. Okay.
One more quick question. So when you get those 4 codes, can you use them for yourself, or the whole point is to get new people in?
Yeah, they're for new people. They're to get people started faster. There's some people that go, well, if this works for me, you
Mhm.
know, then I'll tell everybody, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, it's really not on trial anymore. And that's what we've got to enhance and get across and say, but you've got these promotion codes, they're going to expire in 21 days. Why don't you see if some of your friends are interested in trying it without your a testimonial yet? You know, we've got plenty of testimonials that they can listen to, that kind of thing. So you can get your new people started faster by by them telling their friends about this also and giving them 4 codes. You know, then you've got this going on, and as Alan Noble explained, you've got 4 codes, then you get 4
It's
people
9
in,
o'clock.
and now you've got 16 codes in your downline, basically. And then they get each 4 people in, and then you've got what, 84 codes and stuff like that. So you've got all these codes going on in your team, you know, and you're just trying to duplicate and go down and help people move faster. You know, this will help them make decisions faster as far as, okay, I'll just share this with my friends. I've always told people, you know, you were introduced to this and you made your decision based on certain knowledge. Let your friends do the same thing. They don't need your testimonial to get started. They can make up their own mind if they want to try this or not. You know, they're intelligent, your friends are intelligent. They can look at the information and see if they want to try it themselves or not. So that's what I try to tell people.
You want to talk about you want to talk about the director bonus? She'll get to the thing too.
Yes, go ahead. Why don't you?
Can I just ask one more quick question first about the codes? So if I have, say I have 3 or 4 prospects right now that are ready, but it's a money issue for them, but they want to come in as a preferred customer. Can I enroll them with these codes, 20% off as a preferred customer, or do they have to come in as an associate?
No, you can use them for preferred customers or associates.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
But not until June 1st. So hopefully they'll do it before June 1st and then they'll get their own codes. All right, Pearl, go ahead.
It was just another extension of the benefit. When somebody gets started as a new associate and they enroll 2 people in their first 14 days, they will have accomplished the director bonus portion of the comp plan. And when they do that, they're going to receive 4 more codes. So it's a huge benefit to people, a new associate getting started, to enroll their first 2 people in their first 14 days. That's a huge. And they talk about the percentage, Debbie knows the percentage of people who accomplish the director bonus, the percentage of people who go to Diamond because they start off with that sense of accomplishment in the beginning.
Yeah, they're 15% more likely to go Diamond if they do the director bonus, basically. And they get 4 more codes if they get the director, but they've also got 4 people in that could qualify them for a fast forward also. So now you've got promotional codes going on, you've got new people coming in, and you've got a fast forward, so they get all this extra benefit, and they've got their director bonus, so they get a $50 off, and they get 4 more promotion codes. So think of people getting started faster, all the different upgrades they can get for that, and all the different free product and everything else that you can do. So it's a great way to talk to somebody who's got even halfway of a little bit of a business or entrepreneurial spirit to them. What, you know, all the different wonderful things they can get with this. Any other comments from anybody who is at Ascent? Sandy, anything else?
That was what I was going to mention, that if a new person gets that director bonus, and then they use all 4 of their codes that they got when they enrolled, they get 4 more.
Exactly.
And you just, like Alan Noble was talking, we had a team meeting on Saturday morning with the group, and Alan came in and spoke. It's like, can you imagine the multiplication factor of 4 people coming in? They all have 4 codes. That's 16 codes in your organization through those 4 people that just enrolled. So it's just going to have a powerful multiplication effect.
The director bonus is one on the right, one on the left. The director bonus isn't even 4 people. Director bonus is sponsoring one on the left.
But you have to use all 4 codes to get 4 more. Yes, it's like if you use 4 codes and get the director bonus, you get 4 more. They're not going to give you 4 more unless you've used 4. That's what my notes say anyway.
Okay, that's good clarification for me, because I thought it sounded like if you hit the director bonus, if you sponsor your first 2 people, then you're gonna get 4 more codes.
think
So
if you use-
I need some clarification on
Yeah, I
that.
think if you use 4 and get director, then you get 4 more, so. But we'll double
I
check.
thought you
clarification.
just got it if you get the director bonus,
That's what
so
I got.
I will,
That's what I
I've
got.
got a screenshot.
we'll have to clarify.
I took a picture of that slide. Let me take a
Okay.
look.
All right. You take a look while we're discussing that. So we're going to discuss some of the rest of the things that are going to help everyone's business and some of the great things that they put together. But I just wanted to get to the point, the fact that we would love for some of your inactive people to take a look at this again. You know, there was a reason they signed up in the first place. And maybe they will remember how much better they felt on the product or whatever it is that'll help them to get back. So one of the things I want to challenge you all to do in this next month while we're waiting for June 1st to come is to go to all of your inactive people and maybe people that have even fallen off if you have their information still, and get back to them and tell them how changed ASEA is at this point, how much faster we're moving, how much faster we're growing.
Israel as it's trying
And to introduce them and have them come back on maybe one of the webinars or something like that. Carolyn Hoffman, unfortunately, is not going to be doing the next 3 weeks because of traveling, but we will have a doctor's thing on Tuesday nights. But for the next 5 weekends, and there's a challenge to do in-homes, but that's not always convenient for some people. We're going to try to put together, we met some other people from Colorado. We're going to try to put some in-homes together so that we can take advantage of being with other people. But even if you live in a remote area and there's nobody that wants to come to your home, there'll be Zoom meetings. So if you get your people for the next 5 weekends, between David Silverman and Amy Stacy and Carolyn Hoffman and Ed De Los Reyes and Marty Morin, any of the doctors in our group, we're going to have an Ask the Doctor twice in a weekend. One at 10:30 a.m. Eastern and one at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, so that the West Coast people can pick up and have it at a good hour, basically. So 1:30 will be 11:30, 10:30 your time in the morning. So that will be a much better time for you to have an in-home if you can, or to get people on the Zoom. And this is going to be run exactly like David's doing them right now. He's going to go over the usage and how to use it properly, and then stick around to answer any questions. So you're going to have to maybe, if they're an older associate, maybe reintroduce them to one of the newer videos that are out, and then say, let's jump on a 20-minute or a 30-minute Ask the Doctor, and you can ask them anything about any product or what it can do and stuff like that. And they'll still be compliant, but they'll kind of get around to answer their questions. And so that's going to be, and then we're at the top of the hour, we're going to go into the business. So I'll be helping doing some of the business. Danielle Matthews will be, some of our other business builders will, we'd like to assign, stuff like that. So anyway, we want to do that for the next 5 weeks to help people until we get to June 1st, to be reintroduced to this, get their questions answered, and have them maybe look at this as a business and continue to use the product. So yes, Sean.
Is that a Saturday? I just didn't get the day for the
Yeah,
two.
I said every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Thank you.
Yeah, just like David's doing them now, but we'll be doing 2 of them every Saturday.
I have a question, Debbie. Is the 21-day time frame is a fixed dates, like from, let's say, June 1st till June 21st, or is it?
Well, if that's when you get your things, yeah, it'll be 21 days from the June 1st.
Fixed time, that's it. I mean, it's not like when they first
Promotion
start
codes
now.
expire after 21 days, no matter when you get them. 21 days from the day you get them.
Okay.
You don't look like you understand.
So if you're
So
a new
it's-
person, sorry, go ahead, Ann.
No, I'm just like, so it's not like 21-day fixed, so everybody has to do it during that particular period of time. However, what I'm hearing you, so if they start June 15, then they have 21 days from June 15.
Yes, whenever
And
they
it
get the
keeps going
promotion codes.
continuous? And this is continuous for
It's
how long?
continuous so far.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's no end date to this so far. They're going to see if it works. They'll keep their statistics like they always do. If it's not working, they'll stop it probably. But it's going to be continuous until,
Thank you.
yes. And then Joyce and then Rosie. Rosie had a question too.
Okay, point of clarification, on the Saturday two Zooms at 10:30 Eastern, 11:30 Eastern, does that start May the 11th?
It starts this coming Saturday
Okay, thank
and
you.
it's
That's it.
10:30 and 1:30.
10:30 and 1:30. Okay,
Eastern.
thank you.
This is all Eastern, yes. Rosie?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have a question.
Oh.
I was gonna jump in. I didn't need to. Thank you.
Oh, all right, okay. All right, any other questions on that so far? It'll be on, our Zoom, the same Zoom you're on right now, 301, 100, 1000. Hopefully I'll be able to get in from now on. Jeez. And tonight, if you want even more, I mean, Trish Winkler is going to be on Cindy's global call. I just sent that out to everyone. And I'm sure she'll go over some more of these promotions and what her thoughts are on them, that kind of thing. So if you want a little extra information and stuff like that, she'll be on right after our team call tonight.
I do have a question. Is it global?
Yes. This is global,
Woo!
except for Canada. They're going to wait another couple months for Canada.
Yeah. So, we got to clear the snow out first, right?
There you go.
The April Fools was a month and a half ago, okay?
Sorry, it's always for fools for me.
That was good.
We're still waiting for this app that they promised us how many months ago?
You don't want it yet, but you will. Anyway,
So they tell me.
exactly. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go into all the different things because they went into a great more detail about it, and it was really fun to be at Ascent because you're hearing the latest news and all that kind of stuff, and they were showing us the old 180 tank production facility down to 3 tanks now because they can do it so much more efficiently and stuff like that. It was really fun to see some of the old slides of it. It wasn't 180, I exaggerated, but
That was a graphic image, you guys, to say when people whine at you about the prices changing, that visual shows us how much improvement they've done in their technology to clean up the water and salt to make it more pure. It increases the efficacy of the redox. So it's packing more of a punch. So if they start whining, offer them cheese with their wine to begin with. But anyway, if there's conversation about the increase in the pricing, they're talking about 6 is the new 8, because we've been talking about magic 8 for the longest time. Because of the increase in the efficacy and power of the redox in the 32 ounces, they're actually getting more for their money. And then there was another conversation of they overfill. Yeah, there's the old processing plant.
That's the old with all the tanks. If you went
Right, that's how
to
long
the facility years ago, that's what it was. Now
Wow.
it's down to that.
That's it. They challenged the process and they fine-tuned this. And the other thing Scott shared with us is that they overfill the bottles because they're at the Utah elevation. And when it gets down to
Sea level.
sea level, if they didn't overfill the bottles, the plastic bottles would collapse. So those bottles actually have more than 32 ounces in them.
They have 36 ounces in them.
That's pretty graphic. That's a 4-ounce increase in
And
the
the
amount that's
pouches
in
have
those
always
bottles.
been overfilled. So there's more than
But
total.
you're in the pouches.
I think they said 10 ounces or something like
For
10
the
ounces.
same reason, because of the collapsibility at sea level.
And then that's what they used to use to clean our water. They called it the big blue giant or something like that.
East, maybe.
They also call it Papa Smurf at one point. And then now they, now they take it through deionization, which is the most pure water you can get, which is why they've been able to concentrate it so much more.
Those
Huh?
would be wonderful slides, Debbie, to set side by side in your slide presentations.
Yeah,
To show people how they've challenged the process and how they've continued to improve their process and everything else. And I wanted to mention earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt the concept. What, there we are. Oh, there, the tanks.
yeah.
The
tank.
concept of the people that we start in ASEA with, the people that take us to the next rank are not necessarily the people that we sponsored in the beginning. And that's kind of with our business. We're gonna challenge the process. We're gonna find new people, and new people are gonna come. And then so that's in our business structure, and it correlates with what they've done with those tanks. What gave us ASEA in the early years is not what's giving us ASEA now.
And it was also an explanation of why 6 is the new 8.
Right.
8 is the 8 is the new 6.
Six is
Six
the
is the
new
new
eight.
Anyway, they were
Can
explaining.
I go deeper into that statement? Because I'm wondering where we start people with 2 ounces in the morning, 2 ounces in the evening. Does that change the dosing at all with regard to how we start people, given 6 is the new 8 or no?
No, if I would still start them probably with 4 ounces a day, because now it's more potent. So they could have a little bit more. I just always explain to people, if you're drinking enough water, you probably won't have a redox. It kind of scares them into going, I don't want a redox reaction, a detoxification reaction. So, but you tell them if you're drinking enough water, you probably won't have a detox reaction. But if you're not, you could, have a headache or something like that. That's just showing you it's working. It's getting out all the bad stuff, so they're not afraid of it. So I always explain that ahead of time to somebody who's about to start taking it. But through this process of making the water much more pure, they can do more per parts per million, per billion at this point. And that's why they could concentrate it so much more. So the Tourette lab study they were saying was done on 8 ounces a day. Now you could do that same study and get the same results with 6 ounces a day. And all of this to show that one of the new things they're bringing out is a new subscription bundle where you literally save 21% on if you put that into your subscription. So again, they're going to see if this works, but they're going to bring out, starting June 1st, 6 bottles and 1 tube of Renew. The shipping is included, so you're not paying for shipping. So that can be the only thing that you have. If you want something else, then you do pay for that. You just set up a second subscription that you will pay shipping on. But this is all inclusive. And so you're getting the 6 bottles, which is 6 ounces a day with the 6 bottles. Going forward, it gives you 150 PV. So they were saying if you get 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right with this subscription, what are you? You're a Director 300 consistently every single week, which is what you want your people to be. At least Director 300 every single week. That gives you your Director 300s to go up in rank. And so it's essentially like getting that tube of Renew for free. That's the pricing on it. So yes, Lisa.
So if that would include your preferred customers. Would you recommend them kind of switching over to that then?
Yep.
Especially because they get the free, yeah, because I have someone who orders Renew 28 and 4 bottles and other things, but okay.
This gives them the prescribed dosage. We can use dosage in the United States. I asked them that specifically because when we first started, we weren't allowed to use that word. Now we can in the United States, but we can't use it in other countries still. Anyway, so it's going to give you the prescribed amount that you're supposed to drink every day with your 6 bottles. You're supposed to be drinking 3 ounces a day. They talked about maybe making a 3-ounce cup for us, but whatever. A cup and a half, tell them. And And it's a way to increase volume and help go up in rank for many people who are doing the business, basically. But it's going to give everyone the best bang for their buck if that's what they change their subscription to. So I know everybody at Ascent we're definitely going to do that as soon as it's offered. So you might want to talk to all your people about this because it's going to be a big savings and they're going to be able to get, and you'll have a lot more people having their, aha moments or maybe feeling a lot better or, whatever it is that they're looking for to get out of this.
Sorry, one more question on that then. If they're getting the pouches, is there any change with that? It's just the bottles?
It's just bottles.
Okay.
Two
And
quick
that's
questions.
June 1. I'm sorry, is that June
June
1?
1. Everything's starting June 1st.
Okay, that answered my one question. My next one is, with this new 6-bottle and tube of Renew bundle, is there also the membership fee attached to that? So for us in Canada, it's $53 because you're coming in as an associate, right? With the bundle.
This is for a subscription every single month.
So what about new people if they come
You can
in?
sign up with this bundle for a new person.
Okay.
Then it would add, yes, it will add the $40 of the 53 on for Canada onto that.
Thank you.
But this is for every month so that people will drink the right amount and get the right results, basically.
Just a heads up on the 3-ounce thing. Dr. Melmed has people drinking, using paper cups and disposing them instead of remembering to wash their cup each time. 3-ounce in the dollar stores and places like that. 3-ounce paper cups are more prevalently available than 2 ounces. So if they're using paper cups, 3-ounce paper cups are readily available.
And the 21% off, can you explain, that's just the price point that's built into this bundle?
Correct.
Versus
Yeah.
buying them separately?
Yes.
Okay.
And is the free shipping, will it be continuous every month with that subscription or just your
Correct.
first? Okay.
No, every month.
Wow.
Can you check with them, Debbie, to see if the pouches will be incorporated into this bundle?
I doubt it because they have to hand fill those and that takes a lot more time.
Oh, okay. Because I have people who are very committed to the pouches. Okay, I just won't tell them about it then.
Well, or they can make that an extra, get bottles, drink those most of the time, take pouches when you travel, that kind of thing. I know I drink pouches a lot too.
Okay.
But,
I'm sorry, I missed that part. The free shipping is built into this bundling?
yeah,
Wow,
that's part of what your savings.
right. Thank you. That's incredible.
Yes.
Your nebulizer out, Sean. You sound kind of heady there, girl.
Yeah, I had that same kind of sinus infection that Sandy was mentioning from travel.
I hear you.
Yep.
So is the free shipping going to be in Canada too? Or is it just?
No, just the United States.
Yeah.
It's hard to read, Debbie, now. Is that true, Debbie, or not?
This is all global, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so this slide, which I'll send out to everybody. I'm going to send all the slides out to everybody. Gives you the savings. So starting June 1st, again, this starts everything. They're going to offer a 10% off initial retail order. So if somebody just wants to try a product, and they just want to buy it retail because they don't want to get into a subscription, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, offer a one-time 10% off retail, whatever their retail order is. Of course, it's going to pop up and say, if you get on subscription, you're going to get 18.5% off. So it's 18.5% off retail when you subscribe and save. Then you get 20% off on the referral codes. And if you get on the essential bundle every month, it's 21% off. So there's your greatest savings if you get the essentials bundle. So yes, it's free shipping and if somebody, it was $210, right? Isn't that right? Ascent people? $210. So if you divide that by 7,
Joyce has got 215, Jack.
I've got 215 in my notes
all right,
for the essential
215.
bundle.
So if you do 215 divided by 7, that brings it down to $30 per unit.
And
So
then
it's
there's gonna be,
make
everybody's gonna be,
$40.
there's gonna be tax involved, so there'll be incremental difference according to tax base.
Right. But anyway, that brings it down to about $30 a bottle. So it's still gonna be like $120 a case. And at that point, it will be $140 a case wholesale. So you're saving that much money on it. Is that for all you unmath people? Do you understand that? I divided it by 7 because you're getting 6 bottles plus a tube of Renew, all of which are $40 a piece right now. So that brings it down to $30 a piece. And they only allow, thank you, Sandy, 2 bundles per account. So like if Peter and Laura want to both get this bundle, they can both do that.
Okay.
If someone wants to be real nice to me, I can give you mine. You have to live close though. Anyway, I'm kidding. Yes, but there's 2 bundles per account. So that's for you or a partner, basically, if you want to get it, or you and a child or something like that.
An idea with the shipping being absorbed, like Peter and, when if there's 2 people in the house, what's the sensibility of having one of the bundles set up on the main account and the other bundle set up as a preferred customer under that account? What's the sensibility of that? As far as point location,
Did they go into, well, it's you only get half the amount of points as a preferred customer.
well, there's a difference between your point benefit and your cost benefit. So a preferred customer gives you back $25 per 100 points. So if you're looking at financial like benefit, that's one thing. If you're looking at point volume for rank advancement, that's the other conversation.
Well, you got to figure out everything, like, since Peter is an executive level, he needs 200 points a month. So do you want to use part of it for that? So you have to figure all that out.
There's strategic conversation around it.
Exactly. And that's faster math than I can do. Anybody do it faster? Figuring out. I don't know.
Peter's an incremental guy. He'll figure it out.
Well, I can figure it out. That just takes a while to sit down and do it one way and then do it the other way. And I don't want to take the time to do that while you all are watching me do math. Anyway.
Can we go back to the listing that you gave of 10% off first retail order, and then something about 18.5%? That went kind of fast in terms of taking notes and trying to also understand what you're saying. Could you repeat that, please?
Okay, so you get 10% off your first retail order.
Uh-huh.
If you subscribe and save, if you go on a subscription, you get 18.5% off your products.
So now you're getting a wholesale price because you're not retail, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that you're just saying that to somebody, that if you subscribe, you get 18.
And that will pop up if they go to order retail.
Right.
Pop up if you subscribe and save, you'll save 18.5%. But
And this was
Does the
right.
subscribe and save shift them over to preferred customer status?
yes. Yeah, if they subscribe, they get preferred customer status.
Okay.
But
then
these
you get
make sure they
percentages are based
understand.
off of what product are we talking about?
any of the products.
Product?
20, yeah, you get 10% off anything you order As a
Okay.
retail customer, you get 18.5% off if you subscribe to anything.
Okay.
Just make sure they
then there was a
realize there's a
third one,
30-day
right?
rotation on that.
What?
Make
What'd
sure
you
they
say?
realize that there's a 30-day rotation on that order. Because you don't want them getting something in the mailbox they're not, they're not prepared to receive.
Yeah.
Well, it could be monthly, but anyway. Then you get 20% off with the referral codes. So if you become an associate, you get referral codes. And you are able to pass those on. And then if you subscribe to the Essentials bundle that we were just talking about, 6 bottles and 1 tube of Renew, you get 21% off of your products. That's
Thank
your
you.
greatest savings and your best value. And here, I'll just send this to the WhatsApp. I'll send a bunch of stuff so you can kind of look at everything, but I'll send this slide that they gave us. Maybe I won't send it there. Okay. And Team Prosperity.
Yeah,
Okay.
so so it's kind of going down the list of where you meet people. So retail, don't want to subscribe. The second one is I want to just be a PC. That's where you get the subscribe and save. The other is an associate benefit, 20% off and with referrals. And then the essential bundle is kind of an every person because you can be a PC or you can be an associate and get that essentials bundle, right?
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I just sent that slide to everybody that they gave us with all that information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions on any of that? So we want to go into what you get starting June 1st.
I just want clarity on, because the essential bundle is both for PCs and associates. So let's say a brand new customer comes in, okay, as a let's use associate, and then they enroll 2 preferred customers with the essential bundles, and each one is 150 PV. Does that allow that new associate to be a Director 300? Because I'm under the impression that preferred customers don't count as Director
Preferred
300.
customers don't count. You have to be an associate to be a Director 300.
Yes,
But
yes. So
if you've got 2 preferred customers,
yeah,
well, that only gives you, what is it? You get 75 points.
Yeah, be
oh, right, because it's half, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, thank you.
So you'd need 4 preferred customers. Well,
See, that's the
I
part
guess
that
you'd need 8 preferred customers to get, I don't know if they put it on both sides or not. That's another good question. They're supposed to put it on your lowest leg. So if you've got a really big leg like I do with David Silverman, all of my preferred customer, even if I had 8 of them, they would all go to my left side.
Mhm.
So it would
All
help,
of those,
but
but
it's
they
not
don't
going to
show
make
up on the
you.
tree.
So it would help you be a Director 300 at least. But I mean, if you've got a big leg, you're not just a Director 300 usually.
Right, that's the part that I'm trying to get to for like my new associates that are just starting out. If they get someone that only wants to come in as preferred customers, if they have enough points accumulated, it can still count as Director 300. Was my main question, because a lot of Kenesha, for example, a lot of her new enrollments, I just enrolled 5 people for her this past week, but they're all preferred customers, right? She doesn't have any associates. So I'm wondering, at what point can she become a Director 300 if all her new enrollments are preferred customers?
Well, she needs at least two associates to be a Director 300. Remember that.
Okay.
You have to have one on your left and one on your right.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. She could have 1 million preferred customers, but
Exactly.
okay, that you just answered it. Perfect. Thanks.
Preferred customers don't show up on the binary tree.
Right. So to get to any rank, you need at least 2 people, one on your left, one on your right. And And then the preferred customers go into your lesser leg, so. I don't know if they split those, if you've got, 8, I don't know. If she got 2 people, maybe if you got 8 preferred customers, maybe she could be a director 300 that way. Not sure about that one. I'll have to ask. That's a compensation question.
I think they just go to your team leg if you don't have enough points on the other side.
It's supposed to always go to your lesser leg, so
Yeah, but if you're only got 2 associates, I think the points always goes to the team leg.
well, again, let me ask that question at some point. Preferred customer points. Okay, so again, we're gonna go over starting June 1st. That iPhone is, but whatever. Starting on June 1st, the surcharge is gonna go away. A global 8% product price adjustment only on ARS and Renew 28, while eliminating the global 6% surcharge. So all the other products will go back to their original price. I did ask that. So, a box of Cell Performance is going to be $50. And it won't have the surcharge on it. So you're getting a decrease in price for them at this point. And with what we've been paying with the surcharge for the ASEA and the Renew 28, it only goes up like $1 each, pretty much, $1 something each, with what we have been paying. So essentially, I guess the ARS is going to be 140 a case, and the Renew 28 will be, anybody catch that one? It'll be 40.
48 or 50 maybe.
$45 at least. I don't know. I don't know that I ever caught the price of it because they go all around with these, discounts and this and that. I don't know. I guess the case of pouches will be 145.
Did they say anything about bringing back a case of Renew, like the 4 tubes?
No,
43.2 if it's 8%. That's my understanding that if they'll
43.2.
remove the $43.
Okay. Lisa?
I just wondered about shipping charges. So if you do the new essential pack, there's no shipping. But
Right.
what about if you're still just ordering?
It's the same. It's just a flat rate.
Okay,
$14 for a case of ASEA.
shipping doesn't change, only on the new essential pack is free shipping on a
Correct.
prescription. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Nothing changes except the price of ARS and Renew 28. So you've got the new Redox subscription bundle. 150, and it's $215. There it is, 150 PV, shipping included. You're going to have new tools, which we still haven't seen. It wasn't quite finished, I don't think. The tools to help you share the new essentials bundle. It will tell you that this is your best price and all the savings in it, so that you can just send this out to people and say, here's your best deal if you want it. And it'll be short and sweet, basically. So that will be new to help us all explain all that. And then you're also going to get a shareable video to pique interest about our core redox technology. And it's going to explain what redox is quickly and why you need it, and what it is and why you need it, basically. So that's going to be a tool that, and the advisory council has gone over all of these. So it's field leadership looking at this. It's not just corporate putting out what they think we need, which is good. Because a lot of stuff they think we need, we didn't. Then you're going to have an enhanced shopping experience. All the upgrades are going to be put in at this point that they have so far. So June 1st, you're going to have the upgrade button, so you can switch a preferred customer into an associate with just the additional information. Everything will transfer. Their subscription will transfer, although they can change it if they want, something different at that point. Their points, their loyalty points will transfer. Everything will transfer just the way it is. They're just gonna have to ask for their birthday and their social security number. So that's what it'll ask for. So that will be wonderful. We've been asking for that for 15 years. It's finally here. And then you're also going to have, they're going to have a pop-up to remind you to get a subscription, and they're gonna make that easier also. You don't have to go back and get the get the subscription. You'll be able to add it as you're going through. What else did they say? Just they've tried to make the enrollment process much easier again, you know, going into the things that have been giving people problems. They've been listening to everything that people have put in about what the problems are, and then they'll be able to go through that. Yes, Sean.
I have a question about the PC to associate. Is there an easy link that you send somebody to be able to do that themselves, or do
On
we?
their PC website, it'll say upgrade now.
Okay, great.
You
So
just
that's in
call
their
that-
purview. They do that themselves in their own back office.
Right.
Okay. And then the other thing, I was signing up two associates for under my new associate this weekend, and I messed up the subscription piece to one of them. And I'm wondering, can I just go back? We have all the credentials. I just go back into her back office, the new associate's back office, and add that subscription without going through a SIA support?
Yes. You
Okay,
can definitely
great.
do that. If you want it to count as a fast forward, you'll have to call associate support, or I can call Diamond support. If you're
Oh,
using it as part of
because
the
there's
fast forward,
a delay.
we'll have to tell them that we've upgraded it, since it
Oh,
wouldn't have gone through to begin with.
right,
I
right.
had to
That happened
back
on
up the bus on-
Saturday. That happened on Saturday. So yeah, so I probably should get you to intervene. I hate to do that. Or,
No, that's okay.
well, okay. Okay, thank you.
I had to back up the bus on Friday when I put that entrepreneur pack in the system. I had to back up the bus and load the subscription in.
Did it make a noise when you backed it up?
Yeah, hit me in the slap me in the back of the head.
Beep.
Crash through the wall.
Exactly. Then and I'll go through my notes real fast. I'll find out what else they said about the shopping experience. But if anybody, so then we're also going to get the 10% discount starting for anybody who wants to start a retail order. This is all June 1st. A new customer onboarding and nurturing program. So this is when they're going to start all the emails going out. They're going to start with the customers first, and they're going to get 3 emails that will make them feel a part of the family. They'll educate them about other products. They'll also maybe gently say, you know, if you want to share this, you can make extra money that way, or you can get your products paid for. They'll be gentle with it, but they will tell people about it, because you just don't know what your downline's doing. They may not even be mentioning a business, and people will be like, why didn't you tell me there's a business? That kind of thing. So that's going to start. Then the referral code program will start for all new associates with 4 referral codes on any initial orders. At director bonus, this is what it says on our thing. At director bonus, 4 more codes. 21 days to redeem codes, 4 codes for all active associates as well. It does say active associates. So if you want to call anybody who's inactive and say, listen, here's what's happening. If you want to get active and get 4 referral codes, you might want to think about putting another order in. 1 order in the month of June will, in the month of May, will keep them active till June, whatever it is, a month from that. And it has, of course, to be 100 points. And then there's going to be enhanced recognition. I don't know exactly what all they're going to do for that, but they're going to really start recognizing many more people who have earned different things, fast forwards, and they're going to allow the upline to be able to see this. So I'll be able to see if you've earned Ascent a little bit easier than what we have to go through to see now what it is. And I'll be able to see more easily who's earned a fast forward and stuff, so that I can recognize people easier also. So that'll be good, because there's a lot and there's a lot going on, and we don't always know where to find it. So anybody, Jackie, Joyce, Pearl, Sandy, any of you guys want to add anything?
No, I've been adding all my thoughts on the little side note and so forth, what I'll be doing this week, but and recommended for everyone to do this week.
Well, just say it so that people that are listening to the recording can hear.
Oh, okay. No, I made a list of things to do this week. So basically, calling all of my dead associates and active associates, telling them about the
dead.
Well, they are dead. They're not
inactive.
Inactive.
Well, we don't want to put that out there. Go ahead.
About the promotions coming up. So that includes the Essentials bundle, the referral codes, the Saturdays for the next 5 weeks. The Rise to Rank promotion is being extended to August 2nd. So those are the 4 things to really let people know about. So that's what I'm gonna start doing this week, basically, and telling everybody about it. So.
And you just said something that I wanted to comment on.
Rise to Rank. I meant to ask about that one. That's great. Thank
They're
you.
extending that, and they've done their research and their data collecting on that. I think they may be looking into making that a permanent part of the compensation plan.
Wow.
But and that's because it has worked so far. So again, reach out to anybody who hasn't gotten to Director 300 yet. So there's another thing to put on your list to do. And who haven't gotten to Director 700, tell them they get double the amount on fast start bonuses if they go ahead and sign up people.
I had someone who qualified in the initial time frame, Ted and Melody. They qualified in that time frame. Is their qualification extend?
No, they're just extending it to any new 300s and 700s. That doesn't extend the
From the
people
prior
who already
qualification.
gone through it. I forgot, how long do they have? How long do they get?
4 weeks.
4 weeks, thank you.
Yeah, but it's 4 weeks for each rank. So you get 8 total if you get 3 and 7, right?
Yes. 4 weeks for each one.
And thank you for all those pictures you put in the WhatsApp, Jackie. All the pictures of the slides that you took at Ascent.
For key markets.
Wow, it's a lot.
It was a lot, and you know, all good. We were all very, very excited. Alan is very excited, especially about the promotion codes. He just thinks those are going to be a game changer for everyone. And he just sees, you know, he really sees ASEA taken off big time, like we should be, you know. And Joyce asked her guides about when this will be $1 billion company, and in the next couple of years, it should be $1 billion company with all this stuff happening. So I would love to see that. And hopefully Virtus will still be cognizant, because they're, you know, that if you're going through brain stuff, I know you remember some of the very important things. So I would love for him to kind of light up if they tell him we got to $1 billion at least.
That was cute. They were talking about when Tyler took him through the tour and he said, Dad, did you ever see it being this big? And Virtus's comment was, yeah, and bigger.
And bigger.
Something like that. It
Yeah,
was, it
and
still
bigger.
hadn't met Virtus's
Dad,
expectations.
did you ever envision this the way the way it
The
is.
way it is now, or something like.
Yeah, only bigger.
Only bigger, yes, only bigger
He
size.
So we
never,
have not yet.
his thoughts were always $1 billion.
I'll just kind of chime in here. One of the things that they've said from the stage, Alan said from the stage, but also he came to our team meeting, is like, don't wait until June. Get into
Yes.
massive action now. You know, go through your, like what Jackie said, go through your virtual office and look for inactive people, associates, customers. He said it's easier, and then also reach out. It's easier to give birth than resurrect the dead. So there you go, Jackie. And I just keep repeating this to people, like, you know, stay emotionally detached from the outcome. You just have to keep talking to people. What else? Let's see. Yeah, don't wait until June. And they did say the 20% is coming out of the corporate budget, not the comp plan. So
Yeah.
the corporate people, this is kind of from their bottom line, but and yet the codes won't work on the bundles since they're already highly discounted. And maybe you said that, but yeah, the codes won't work on the bundles if you put those in there. So
They won't work on the Ascent, on the highest bundle.
yeah, like, well, it says
Oh, and yeah, they won't work on the family.
on
so-
the new 6 bottle bundles. Yeah, the new 6, if they come in with the 6 bottle bundles, the codes won't work on those, but and then anything above 400 PV on their first order. Yeah.
Right, so it won't work on any of the larger packs, this
Yeah.
promotion
Yeah.
code, because the larger pack is
Yeah.
520 and or 1,000
Yeah.
or 800, I mean, points.
So I think
Yeah.
my focus now is to kind of brainstorm people about, you know, if they know this is coming June 1st, you know, they want to wait until June 1st to get their 20%. I said, well, do this now and you can help other people, and you're going to get the benefit of having a few people already sponsored in place to get multiple promotion codes for them. And well, they're called referral codes, but I think Denny said she was going to call them like VIP
VIP.
referral codes or something, if I can find my note here. So
You guys should have seen Alan at that meeting on the last. He was choking on himself. He knows so much, and he would just go with his, like, he'd go like that, like shut my mouth. He's just choking on what he knows, waiting for us to all know it.
I
Did you find it, Sandy?
I recorded him with his little script and pitch about how to present these codes. He said he won't lead with them. He'll use the exact same lead in for a product or a business, but he'll say, oh, by the way, I have several people looking at this right now, but I only have 4 referral codes to use. So I encourage you to look at this quickly, because I'd love for you to get one of these referral codes, to put a little sense of urgency onto it. But he doesn't think he would lead with that. So
Well, that's after you get them. So like any of the new people you're talking to now, you don't even mention the referral codes that they're going to get. You just keep signing up people. Don't wait to give them, you know, unless they're very poor and you need to give them 20% off to get them started, whatever. But anyway, they just said get started. Amateurs wait, and sandbag, and professionals keep going. And as he said, I know you're all professionals. So yeah, it's Gracia. Well, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the information. Amazing, super amazing, actually. What I'm going to say is a different topic, but I believe it's important because a few days ago I went to my dentist, and she told me, because she knows what I'm doing, etc. So a lot of times we compare notes, etc. So anyhow. She asked me if I added anything new in my health practice, etc. And I said, yeah. A few months ago, I included redox cell signaling molecules. I did not say ASEA. And she said, which brand? And I said, well, there's only one in the world. And she said, ASEA. And I said, yes, that's the only one. It's only in that bottle or inside our body, right? And she started smiling. And she told me that one of her patients told her, I mean, it's hearsay, but it's important, I believe, to share, that had something terrible, when cells multiply without control, that the worst condition, stage, and in the bladder. And her doctor used intravenous redox. I never heard that. I don't know if you, but I'm new also. And in a few weeks, it reduced by 50%, 50%. But her doctor and herself still decided to have surgery, and she had surgery, and apparently now she's fine, etc. So I wanted to share with all of you, because to me it was, I mean, it makes sense to have an IV, similar IV, because there is nothing strange about it. But I never heard, so I wanted to share.
Yeah, actually, Dr. Frank Malagrano was at Ascent this time, which is amazing. And he's the first one that I knew of, because it was close to 14 years ago, that he had a man with a big tumor on his bladder, and he catheterized him and squirted 2 ounces of ASEA on that once a week. And
You'll have to edit your recording, Debbie.
Here, let me stop recording.